Making another video about this, about EVA ZU or EVA ZU Beck. Um, the first thing about this is, when she said, "Oh, I went through Texas, but it was more legend than experience," or what she thought it was going to be some grand scenery. Well, that's because, like I said, she went through. She didn't go to. She went through small towns of Texas, desert towns, desert villages. That's not. That's the path a few taken, but there's a path that many have taken, and you just took the path that no one takes, because that's like there's nothing there. And so I want to show you this, and maybe because I'm a guy that obviously, me saying this to someone as a male. So I found Monica Church, and she knows she's done California to Seattle, Washington, or just California and Washington, passing Oregon and all that. She's done that who knows how many times. But someone like her, she knows the routes very, very well. So let's just play a little bit of that.
Just taking I-5 North is so Seattle, which I've done recently, going on a road trip from Southern California to Seattle.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me just boost this up real quick.
I was recently going on a road trip from Southern California to Seattle, which I've done countless times, and just taking I-5 North is so boring. My sister and I decided to spice it up and thought, hey, why don't we hit Napa Valley and Bend, Oregon on our way up to Seattle? North is
so see, on our way up to Seattle. So obviously she's taken the main path versus the few path that has the few people that there's just a lot of, it is a boring stuff, unless you're going through coastal, you've never been there. But even if you've been there, you're not going to get the experience. That's what I'm saying. People like EVA ZU Beck, she could look at this, since it's a woman, a girl that's talking, maybe she can understand that. That's where I'm coming from, is that she knows this route very well, but it's boring at times. So let's try a different route. And that's what I'm kind of trying to get at, is that the route that you took was the one that none of the Texans take. None of the drive-through people take that, because they know there's nothing out there. Just like if you take I-10 from, Deming, New Mexico, all the way out there to Tucson, from Tucson up to Phoenix, there's nothing out there. And then coming up from California, there's nothing out there but desert. The same old thing for hours, 4 or 5 hours. It's just all of that, the same thing. There's not much scenic drive there. Of course, that's what you did in Texas. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That how can you say, "Oh, I went through Texas, but it's legend"? If you're European, you're born in Poland, don't say that stuff. Don't say that. It's legendary about Texas, yet it's maybe more legend than in reality. Reality is that you didn't go through the cities or what makes it. You went through the back alleys of Texas. You didn't go through the main parts. And just like this, there's places in California that's boring. There's places up in all the way up from Oregon up to Washington. You just don't get it. Don't understand it. But I just hope that this really kind of just like to realize what you're saying to people that are residents here. I wouldn't go to Poland and then drive through let's go do it real quick, just to make a point. All right, this is Poland. Okay, so let's stay away from the water, and let's just drive through this random place right here. We'll take this route from there to there. or we'll take this route from there to there, but we're not going to, we're not going to take the main routes, the main roads. We're just going to go see this. I don't know Poland. I don't know. I can't even speak the language. So this is what I'm saying. I wouldn't take the routes that are untraveled, and then say, oh, Poland's about, this and that. And, do I even know how Poland looks like? So, to say something like that, to have an idea in your mind, and say, oh, well, just because I didn't see it this time, it's not like that. I could go to Poland and never see this because I never went through that area, wherever it's at on this map, which I don't know. So that's what I'm saying. Don't say stuff like that you don't know.